Testing, testing. 1, 2, check, check. 1, 2, check, check. All right, I think we are good. Dude. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but we kind of moved the studio around the past couple weeks. Not by much. Just kind of put me more in frame. Got a nice little table slash small desk to sit straight forward. Kind of feel like a newscaster a little bit. Try to be like just somewhat presentable. Like just try to give a shit. That's kind of I don't know. I honestly I just kind of had like a meltdown at like 2 o'clock in the morning, just like pacing back and forth right here, having a fucking meltdown just about how terrible the whole setup was. It looks it's not great, man. It's pretty fucking terrible. I'll be honest. It's pretty fucking terrible. I just kept pacing, and I just kept thinking like I couldn't shake the thought of like, do I have the worst podcast space on the entire internet? Like that's all I kept thinking, and I just I couldn't shake it. Because seriously, I know that sounds funny, but truly put yourself in my scenario, all right? Put yourself in my scenario. Uh try to see it from my point of view, I guess what I'm trying to say. Do you know what it's like having the worst podcast space on the entire internet? Do you know what that's like? Because I do. I do. It's fucking humiliating, man. Just I'm just throwing shit against the wall. I mean, there are podcasters out there that are serial killers that are podcasting from a basement next to a cage of all their victims that are just out of frame, like barely out of frame, and some fucking horrific scene in some unknown Midwest basement. It's fucking humiliating. And to think that my set is worse than that. Imagine that bullshit. But we're here. All right, we're here. Another week. Us try to give this place some character. Yeah, it was a long week, people. It was a very long week. I will be honest. I had to go to LA for some meetup, some hangout. I don't know what the fuck you want to call it. Well, whatever the fuck these cool kids are calling it. And it went great, by the way. As you can tell by my happiness and how I'm dancing around, it went great. The people were great. I loved, everybody there. We hugged, we danced, we kissed. My friend invited me. They go, "Hey man, you should come out. Get out from behind the screen. It's in LA. It's in your neck of the woods, sorta. Get some sun. We're all gonna have fun. Meet up." It was this like community event. I don't know, these like fake AI companies. Essentially, they just host these events, and the people that are close to the companies, they essentially get to invite like their friends or whatever the fuck. I really don't know how it works. I kind of just I try not to pay attention because they're not fun. They're not fun. They make it look fun on Instagram, on Twitter. They make it look like it's happening. It's truly not fun. I've gone to them before, back when I was a young pup. I know what they're all about. They're truly a waste of time. If you are young in tech and you're listening to this and you're like, should I go? No. No. Do not go. Do not go. They are not fun. I'm getting upset. I promised myself I wouldn't get upset, that I wouldn't burn any bridges. So my friend goes, sorry, I have my notes here. I have a lot to cover, people. So if I keep glancing down, it's because it was a long day. It was a very long day. Listen, okay? Yes, the event was a bust. Yes, the after party was a bust. Yes, the people were a bust. Yes, the conversations were a bust. But maybe the real community was the friends we made along the way, huh? Maybe it was about the friends we made along the way. So my friend invited me. I make the tread up there, and dude, this is where immediately it's actually kind of it's astonishing how quickly things can go south for me at these events. And maybe this is a me thing. I'm starting to realize that. Maybe this is a me thing, or I'm just gonna tell the story. You guys can comment if I'm right or wrong. You guys be the unbiased judges. All right, you guys go ahead and do that. So we get there. It's at this coffee and wine bar, right by the water. It's actually very nice. I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty fucking nice. I would have gotten content if I wasn't so fucking miserable. I will be honest. So it's at this coffee and wine bar. We pull up to the door, say what's up to the chick. She like they have to check people in on some iPad and act like it's some fake exclusive event, even though it's not. She checks us in. What's your name? Your number, your social security, yada yada yada. Okay, clicks a button. She probably, the button probably tells the Illuminati to scan someone's faces in the area because someone new has entered the premise. Right? It's probably Palantir. She's like, all right, now that button right there tells Peter Thiel to scan the next two visitors, get their bio data up there in the cloud. She checks us in, and they gave us these, which is actually pretty cool. I'll be honest. They gave us merch. So we got a hat, and then we got a tote bag. And all glasses, yes, he likes to be, Mr. Anti-capitalism per se, Mr. Minimalist, Mr. I don't like consumerism. I don't like objects, right? I don't like material things. Stop with the Amazon packages. Yes, I am that person. I will admit that, but I love a good tote bag. Huh? I love a good tote bag. Look at this. This is nice too, man. And they didn't like us on the quality. I might have to bleep that term. But they didn't screw us on the quality. These are pretty solid shit. It's good to know where all that VC funding is going, right? And we just actually raised $600 million from Peter Thiel. And because of that, we're going to get really, really cool swag for free. So we got that. After we check in, it's a little reward, right? Hey, they scan your biometric data, they send it to the Pentagon, and they sell it to Amazon. They do all of that, but you get some cool swag. So after she checks us in, she goes, okay, so free drinks are at the counter. Bathrooms are in the back. You guys can lounge around, mingle with whoever, make yourselves comfortable, yada, yada, yada. And I heard free drinks, and I got to be honest, I got a little excited. It's a coffee and wine bar. Old glasses, you could probably use a nice cold beverage. Nice beer, bring down the social anxiety a little bit. They're free. It's on the house. I don't want to be rude. So I was like, all right, hell yeah, bro. We got open bar. This is going to be a good time. This is going to be a good time. So I go, oh, free drinks right there at the counter? And she goes, yeah, free drinks. And I was like beer and shit like that? And she goes, oh, it's 3 p.m. And I was like, immediately, I felt a little insulted, to be quite honest. Immediately, I was like, it's 3 p.m. Who gives a shit? First of all, bitch, it's 3 p.m. and you invited me to a coffee and wine bar. And then you're gonna act surprised whenever I get a drink at a coffee and wine bar at an event at 3 p.m. What the fuck is that? What's up with that? Am I wrong? Am I wrong there? I don't think I am. I was like, who says that shit? Right off the bat, dude, we're 30 seconds into the place. We are 30 seconds into the place, and I'm already at war with somebody, huh? Well, glasses, he's already at war with somebody. God forbid he tries to have a good time. So my friend, before I can say anything, because they know me, before I can say anything and start insulting people and cause a scene and make an embarrassment out of myself and everyone around me, like they interject and they go, all right, yeah, thanks. It's just free coffee over there. And she goes, yeah, free coffee. He goes, thank you. We head over. We get the fuck out of there. We go to the counter to get drinks, some I don't know, soy, wheat, sent from outer space, espresso shot, whatever the fuck. We go to the counter, standing in line. And while we're waiting in line, dude, I swear I am overhearing just the worst and the most meaningless conversations that you can possibly have. People talking about AGI and how the future is in third-party software. What does that even mean? I wanted to tell the person, he goes, yeah, so he's talking to some other, meaningless soul. He goes, yeah, so like, I really think that the future is in third-party software. And I wanted to grab him and I wanted to just kind of like turn him around and like shake him and go, what does that even mean? What are you saying? You are just making up words. I think the future is in third-party software. Dude, I talked to maybe like 3 people there. Yeah, 3, 4 people. I scattered them out. I kept going outside and pretending like I was on my phone, just because it felt so claustrophobic. That's a good word to put it. It felt so claustrophobic. So I had to keep going outside to just I don't know. It's like how a prisoner goes, like, he gets to go outside for an hour every day. It was like that. So I talked to, 3 to 4 people. And out of those, 4 people, 2 of them immediately, within like the first minute, asked me where I went to school. They asked me where I went to school. First person I talked to, I introduced myself. Hey, man, what's up? How's it going? I'm Angel. Nice to meet you, dude. Where you from? You live in LA. Trying to just have a conversation. My fault, though. That's my fault. I introduced myself. He goes, hey, what's up, man? He asked me where I went to school. He goes, so where'd you go to college? And I was like, I went to school in San Diego. And he's like, UCSD? And I was like, nah, just no. And as soon as I said no, I could physically see him step away from the conversation. Like it wasn't worth the time anymore. So that was my first encounter that I had the privilege of experiencing at this fucking event. Third person, not the second, but the third person. We get to chatting. It goes, a little bit longer than usual, maybe like 10 seconds, 20 seconds longer. I'm like, yeah, so where you from, dude? He goes, oh, I'm from the East Coast. And I was like, oh, nice. That's cool, dude. I love Boston. Just trying to find any common ground. You're just throwing shit against the wall. Oh, nice, dude. Yeah, I love that one city over there on the East Coast. Yeah, I love it. So I go, oh, dude, I love Boston. He goes, oh, yeah, dude, I love Boston. Boston's great. He goes, did you go to any Ivies? And I was like, no, man. No, I didn't go to any Ivies. Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? And as I said, and as soon as I said no, you can just they start backing away. And I was like, dude, what's the point? What is the point? I talked to someone else. They were pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. Not everyone sucked ass, but maybe 80% of them, 85%, they sucked ass. So I go outside towards the end of the event, waiting for my friend. He comes out. He goes, "Hey, dude, we're all going to this thing at so and so's house. Do you want to come?" I was like, "Not really, not at all. Actually, I'm actually very exhausted. I've actually had a very long week, and I kind of just want to go home and watch TV and forget that any of you exist." And he's like, "Come on, dude, we're here. It's right there. They're down the street." Lie. That's a lie. In LA, when someone says it's down the street, it's a mile away. A mile away in the city of Los Angeles easily, easily means 30 to 45 minutes away, depending on traffic. I go, no, dude, I have zero desire. I truly have zero desire. He's like, just come on, for me. Okay. All right. I go, I'm boozing by now. I'm boozing. Old glasses, he's boozing. He's, you gotta lubricate. You gotta get the oil going because this shit, it was not, it was not it. It was not it. Just listening to conversations, I'm like, yeah, man. Okay, okay. I'm saying this story out loud. I realize that I'm probably not a good time, but just have a normal conversation, man. Just have a normal conversation. We're at somebody's house. I don't know. They're fucking probably their parents pay their rent. Their parents are probably like the fucking CEO of Raytheon or something like that. Right? You ask them, oh, so what do your parents do? And they go, oh, the paper that the dollar bill comes on. Yeah, my family, they own that paper. And you're like, oh, okay, awesome, good. Hey, way to pick yourself up by your bootstraps, huh? So I'm at this party. Booze is starting to work a little bit. It doesn't take much to get me going. For those of you that know all glasses, you know that I'm a bit of a lightweight. Doesn't take takes a beer. The antidepressants, and I'm a lightweight by nature. It's yeah. Um so the booze gets going, I can unwind a little bit. I can sell my soul a little bit. I have the comfort to be okay, let's just, you know, let's just go with the wind, huh? Let's just be retarded for an hour or two and have meaningless discussions and kind of see where that goes. And you would be surprised uh how how well it went whenever I decided to do that. Didn't have to have insightful, conversations. You can just be like, yeah, 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 sure, sure. Yeah, AI is the future. Yeah, yeah, sure. Yeah, yeah, I mean, yeah, sure. The ecological and environmental concerns about data centers, yeah, sure, they're real. But when you think about the economic value, I mean, who's to say? You just got to say this meaningless, soulless, borderline evil shit, and they love it. They love it. I'm still going outside, by the way. That's the only way to survive for me. Still going outside every 20 to 30 minutes. They probably think I'm a fucking like drug addict or something. Like, where does he keep going? Tough look. It's a tough look for Angel the past. It was a tough look, I'll be honest. Um so we finally leave. Uh and I'm walking down the street, and It was a pretty nice day, I will be honest. That's what I love about LA. It's beautiful. The weather's beautiful. Whatever's happening behind closed doors, the unfun, at least the weather's beautiful. Right? The sun was going down. It was like one of those like 8:50 p.m. sunsets, which we're not having anymore, which makes me fucking depressed. But it was a nice vibe like that. I'm walking down the street, just just you know, I'm walking different. Feel like I just got done taking a fucking final exam, and I run into a dude. So he's like smoking a J on the sidewalk, and I'm just like walking by, trying to get as far away from those people as possible. Who I love. If they're listening, I love you guys. You guys are great. Thanks for the hospitality, and you're all great. You're all great. They're not listening to this shit. Um, I'm walking down the street. A guy is smoking a J, and as I'm passing him, he goes, "Oh, dude," he goes, "Sorry about the smoke, bro," and he like blows it towards the street. And I was like, "Oh, dude, don't even sweat it. I'm literally gonna go and do the same thing right now." And he goes, "Oh, hell yeah, dude!" And then he goes, he kind of like stops me. Then he goes, "What's up, man? Nice to meet you. My name's Zach." He looked like he was from like Venice, right? He just had like that basic, just the jeans, the Vans, the short sleeve shirt, the hat. I don't know if he was like either 30 or 50. Like one of those guys from like just lives in Venice. He's been there since God knows when. Probably, just works a regular service job, probably a vape shop or something. He was pretty fucked up. I'm not gonna lie. But we just got to talking. He was like, so he's like, what are you in town for? He's like, do you live around the area? I was like, nah, dude, I just came to visit with some friends. I'm actually in San Diego. I'm about to head home right now. Uh, Again, he wasn't making much sense because he was like kind of, he was drunk, he was high, probably on like heroin and methamphetamine or whatever. Uh, but yeah, he was just. I'm really trying to put like coherent like sentences. He kept repeating the same thing over and over again. That's the thing. He would say like one sentence, repeat it 5 times, say another sentence, repeat it 5 times, and just kind of go. So I think what he told me, well, first what he did was he offered me he asked if I wanted a hit of his joint, and I was like, no, dude, I'm cool. He was like, are you sure you're gonna go? He's like, you about to go smoke anyway? And I was like, nah, dude. I was like, no offense, but like, I don't know you, and like, the same joint thing kind of trips me out with strangers. And he was like, oh, dude, no worries. He's all, no worries about it. He's all here. So he reached into his bag, and he gave me this. It's a little pre-roll. He's all here, dude. He reached into his bag. It was just like a white plastic bag. And he was like, here, dude, take this. He's all, I just got it from the dispensary. He was like, there's a couple in there. Take whichever one you want. I just picked a random one. He's like, they're completely sealed, which they are. I did a thorough check. They are absolutely sealed, straight from the California dispensary. He's all, take that, bro. He's like, you got a good vibe, dude. You got a good vibe. He's all, and that's the thing. Yeah, I think he definitely was schizophrenic because he was like, that's the thing, bro. You just got to kind of let the universe come to you. And if you put good vibes into the universe, you'll get good vibes back. That's what he kept saying. And I was like, yeah, bro. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Uh, so he gave me this. It's kind of cool, to be honest. And I'm going to dispose of that later safely. We'll get rid of it. I told them that I was getting back into the dating scene, which I don't even know why. We're literally just talking, and I was like, yeah, dude, I'm trying to get back in the dating scene. It's been a little brutal, I've been like so focused on work that I haven't even, you know, just been paying attention to that aspect of my life. So it's been hard to adapt. And he was like, yeah, dude. He's like, I totally get it. I'm divorced. Uh, which again, dude, I was like, all right, yeah, you are a stereotypical Venice, like, approaching middle age, divorced, loves smoking weed, loves just, probably skateboarding, surfing, living on the beach. Uh, he was like, yeah, dude, I'm divorced. I get it. If it fucking sucks. Just adapting and getting back out there. He's like, but you'll do it, man. You'll do it. I have faith in you. You know what he told me? He told me something actually really, really nice. He's like, look at you, bro. I was kind of dressed up for the event, right? I had my rocking, I was rocking some J's, had some slacks. I looked pretty fly, to be quite honest. Pretty fly for a geeky guy. And he's like, you look, what did he say here? I wrote it down because it was just so damn nice. Uh, he said, yeah, man. He goes, you got nice style. You got a nice set of hair. I think you're gonna be good. You don't have to worry about it. That was the last thing he told me. And I was like, dude, I appreciate that. I literally told, I was like, dude, I genuinely appreciate that. Then, dapped him up and was on my merry way. And I gotta be honest, the entire time I was just kind of, you know, making my way back to the car. Literally all I could keep thinking was, it's insane how a stranger who was barely making sense, who was mentally unwell, it's insane how he was more insightful and more interesting, and a lot like more fun to hang around than all of the supposed geniuses that I've been interacting with all day. That was my last just thought on the whole situation. And I feel like it put a bow on it very, very nicely. Just thinking, wow, this guy, probably a beach bum who's homeless, who I love. I'm being very mean. He was very, very nice. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. I'm sorry. I gotta be nice. I have to be nice. They're just being so fucking mean to someone who was so mean. I'm sorry. Who's nice to me? I'm so fucking mean. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Very, very nice guy, but mentally unwell. It's insane how he was way, way just just more of a human being than the autist behind those keyboards. I don't care that you got funded by Gary Tan. I don't care that your company is worth $20 million. I don't care about any of that. You're not a human. You are not a you. I wanted to tell him that. I go, hey, listen. I know you just got $50 million in funding, and I know you have more money than God in your bank account right now. But let me tell you something. You, as a person, suck. But you can't, because then they get the Mossad to fucking shoot you through the window like they did to Charlie Kirk. Rest in peace to his soul. Uh, so yeah, that was my experience. Thanks for inviting me, buddy. It was so fun. I didn't drive home feeling more dead inside than I already had. But I got, cool joint. I'm not gonna lie, pretty cool. Tropicana cookies and cereal milk, 37%. It's a shame I'm gonna have to throw this in the trash after we're done recording. All right. So that was my experience, people. Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's go. Let's talk about something positive, huh? You guys know this is a positive show. We don't hate anybody on this show. We think everything is great. We're a big fan of everything. The a new ad, a new commercial comes out, and we go, you know what? That's a fucking great commercial, dude. That's a great commercial, dude. Is Jennifer Garner in this commercial? Wow. Wow. So we don't hate anything as a preface. With that being said, the Odyssey came out. Don't go watch it. It looks terrible. I will not be watching it. I was originally very excited for it. I was planning on going to the theater, being front row. Well, not front row, but good angle. Sneak some snacks in, hit up the soda machine. That little slice of heaven. But as the movie, more pieces of the movie kept coming out, the less I wanted to go and see it. I really, really hope that all 200 videos that I have seen about this movie are wrong and that it is actually a great movie, because I have not seen it. I don't go and watch popular new movies in theaters. I just can't do it, man. It pisses me off. The people have zero care for anybody around them. There's zero self-awareness. Everybody is the main character. Theater kids are singing and dancing and making it a spectacle somehow about them. Like, I don't. People are on their phone just scrolling reels. You're trying to watch a fucking movie that you paid $17 for a ticket, and the person next to you has they're on TikTok, full volume, and they're watching a AI video of Sydney Sweeney with her giant tits pouring out of a dress. And you're trying to watch Matt Damon and 70 millimeter. It's a fucking nightmare. It's truly a fucking nightmare. So I don't go. I like to go a couple weeks after everything dies down and see the disappointment for myself, because it does look like it has been not great, to put it lightly. Now, do I want it to be terrible? No, I do not. I want it to be great. I was very, very excited when it was first announced, especially, with Nolan being behind it. But God forbid good art is being made. I haven't even seen it. I'm already fucking shitting on it. Whatever. I think it's just I think this is what it is, all right? I pinpointed it. I think it's everybody kind of making it like immediately a culture war, just taking the fun out of it. The movie's not even done and they're just tweeting. They're halfway through the second act and they're just like, woke DEI bullshit. They're just that. I think that's kind of my whole if about it. Also, the people, dude. Just it does upset me a little bit that you can't go and see a movie on opening night in today's America without interruptions, people making a scene, someone shooting up the theater. It's a shame. I saw this video right here. We're going to pull it up. Look at this. This is what I'm talking about the whole theater kid energy. Right here. I asked a packed theater if anyone knew Greek. In Greek. Parentheses. In Greek.
You got it? Stand up.
Μιλάει κανένας ελληνικά εδώ? No? No one? Okay, no one speaks Greek. I was just checking if anyone speaks Greek.
You got it? Stand up.
Μιλάει κανένας ελληνικά εδώ? No? No one? Okay, no one speaks Greek. I was just checking if anyone speaks Greek.
I don't know, man. Just like this constant need for everybody to kind of like always see you. And I know that's ironic, right? See, I have a podcast. Yeah, I get it. I see the irony. But just the constant, like, this need to always have attention, to always be cute and have that quirky persona. This is what I mean whenever I say theater kid energy, by the way. People reach out to me whenever I bring it up on the show. They go, what does that even mean? This is what I mean. this quirky Chungus, like this pick me energy that you can't, I don't know, just like this, has this air to it. Has this air to it. And people will be like, wow, Angel, you're really mean. I doubt it. This person probably has like a million followers, 927, more than me. She has more followers than me, so I'm punching up. This is me punching up. So you can't, come for me on that angle. But this is what I mean by the theater kid energy. You can just the glasses, the short hair, where they're just like so cool, they don't have a gender, that type of shit. That's what I mean. This is really like who I try to avoid when I go to the theaters. But as I talk about this more, say these things out loud, I'm realizing that I should not let these people stop me from enjoying the theater experience. I got to take it back. I got to claim it for my own. Make it my own. So I think that's what I'm going to start doing. I regret all the time that I let people take from me and my beloved cinema, because I love that. I love a good theater experience, man. So I think I might go see it. But again, like I've been saying, dude, the whole Odyssey, I was really, really excited for it. But the first red flag was that they used Emily Wilson's version. Christopher Nolan is her name. Okay, there we go. Yeah, Emily Wilson. Okay, so this is Emily Wilson. Right here with the arm sleeve. A scholar with the arm sleeve. She rewrote or modernized Homer's The Odyssey with more of like a like progressive feminist type of perspective. That's what she did. That's who Christopher Nolan based this movie off of. Not the original that we were taught in school, the updated one that came out in 2017. She's a professor of classical studies at the University of Pennsylvania. Her brilliant new translation and shelves discuss how her identity as a cisgendered feminist informs her translation of the Odyssey. So Emily Wilson took Homer's The Odyssey, a classic tale, truly a classic tale. Everybody, they say everything's a classic, everything's goated, but this is truly a classic tale. Ancient Greek mythology. Emily Wilson took that story and said, you know what this needs? This needs a cisgendered feminist updated point of view. And that is who Christopher Nolan decided to base his movie off of. So immediately I saw that and I was like, that's a red flag. That's probably the biggest red flag that you can possibly get. And it sucks, dude, because I don't want to be like the guy who's like, oh, dude, it's all woke. Christopher Nolan went woke, but come on, man. Come on. Like you can see the fucking Trojan horse in the back on the screen. But come on, dude. Come on. It's the fucking Odyssey. This could be everything, dude. This could be Oppenheimer. This beats Oppa. This could beat Oppenheimer. This could be fucking great. But what I'm seeing has been so right here. I saw this on Twitter. I don't even know if I can play it because like copyright and shit. Here.
Don't you remember how I came here? I begged to take in Tenuous's place. for a daddy.
Face. I launched 1,000 ships.
And burning, screaming to the ground.
Oh yeah, dude, the Travis Scott thing, that sucks. What the hell is this? What the hell is this, man? The Travis Scott thing. What the fuck? Are we being... And I'm not saying this because he's black. Come on, bro. This is so... Why are you doing this, Christopher? Why are you doing this to me? And also, dude, who they cast for the Helen of Troy, not just her, but really just the whole cast in general. Zendaya. I hate Zendaya. She fucking sucks. She cannot act. I'm tired of these nepo babies just getting these roles. I'm so tired of it. It's killing me. We got this chick right here. She's playing Helen of Troy. I'm not saying she's ugly. I'm not saying I have an issue because she's black. All right, I know this comes across as racist, but come on, bro. This is not it. This is not Helen of Troy. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you tell me. Yeah, then you got the blondie right here who played Helen of Troy in the movie Troy with Brad Pitt. She was great. That's the woman that launched 1,000 ships. Make no mistake, people. It says Helen of Troy is so beautiful that her capture launched 1,000 ships. Are we launching 1,000 ships? I'm asking. I gotta ask the fellas. I'm sorry. You gotta ask the fellas. Who's fighting these wars? Who is fighting these wars? The men are. So you have to ask the men. All right. Who would you go to war for? Which Helen of Troy would you go to war for? Men? Who do you think they would say? And again, I say these things looking like me. Okay? I understand. I'm not Brad Pitt. I'm not fucking, Mr. Smooth. I say these things looking like me. But I am simply just making a critique and a realistic observation. Despite, a realistic observation on a movie that's not real. But it's that's just really my nitpick with it, all right? The cast, the direction. Yeah, I was saying, oh, she's black and shit like that for comedic effect. I'm joking. But it's not really like a gripe of mine. Am I still going to go watch it? Absolutely. I really had to wait for the theater kids to see it first. But all of this has really been, it's been clouding my judgment. I'll be honest. I'm trying not to, let it get to me, but it's been pretty damning. And also another thing, just kind of like as a rule of thumb, when everybody kind of loves something, when just like the general overall zeitgeist kind of, claims that something is great, I usually I take that as a red flag. When all of Twitter is talking about how, how fucking great it is, when all these like cinema movie accounts, all of these cinephiles, all of these people that love film, when they're talking about how great it is, that's, when every person or corporation that you hate is talking about how great something is, chances are it's not that great. That's kind of a basic rule of thumb that I followed probably the last 10 or 15 years of my life, and it's really, really come in handy. And the Odyssey is one of those things. where all I keep hearing is how great it is and how it's always the greatest thing in cinema. Like right here, I saw this. Right here. The final 30 minutes of Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey are among his greatest. It reframes the entire film, providing so much nuanced emotional depth. The last time I sobbed that hard in a Nolan film was Interstellar, which Interstellar is a piece of shit too. So this was another tweet, and in the comments as well, right here. When those drums kicked in at the final battle, I was like, let's fucking go. Me during that part? This guy, I don't think this guy agrees with that take. There's a moment that drew parallel to Oppenheimer. I knew then and there, I just witnessed peak. So yeah, whenever I see, I don't take any of this seriously. I don't take any of this shit seriously. And mind you, all of these people, by the way, to go back to this guy, these film bros, all of these people, 2 weeks ago they were saying Backrooms was the best movie to ever be made. They were saying the cinematography and the lighting in Backrooms was some of the best to ever happen in the history of cinema. Right? They were saying, oh, dude, that shot of the Christmas tree in the hallway. Dude, that's like cinema history, man. Dude, this right here, this is like the shot of a century right here. Doesn't get any better than this, man. Scorsese couldn't do some shit like this. I can't play too much because I don't want to get copyrighted. Dude, I get copyrighted all the fucking time. I hate this shit. But yeah, it's the same people that were saying Backrooms was great. And it's also the same people that, you know, every new week, it's the greatest thing that cinema has ever seen. No matter what it is. People call the Avengers that portal scene. They call it, dude, they'll tweet it out. They'll post a photo. They'll post this photo right here. They'll go, dude, this is the greatest shot in cinema history. And it's this. This is the greatest shot in cinema history. This literally looks like a video game. This looks like a scene from Halo 2. Not even 3. Halo 2, which is a great game, but it looks like a shot from Halo 2. So these people that just have these like movie takes, I don't take them seriously. So that's, you know, all the criticisms that I have had on the Odyssey so far. Take them with a grain of salt. It's what I've seen. It's what I've you know, you kind of gotta weed through 1 million Indian bot accounts, 1 million African accounts, just to get some sort of semblance of a gist. And the gist that I have gathered has not been great. It has not been great. But you know what I did see recently, and we're just gonna go full movie at this point. You know what I did see last night? It was on Peacock, and I've been wanting to see this one, but I just didn't go to the movies because, like I said, theater kids, people are retarded. I saw the movie Obsession. Now that noise, ignore any background noise. I apologize. It's unprofessional of me. I saw the movie Obsession. Now that's a great fucking movie. That one I get the hype about. Is it the greatest movie yet? No. Is it a good movie? Yes. And that's the thing about like today's current, like every movie sucks so much ass that just a good movie, a well thought out script in today's climate is seen as like Goodfellas, you know? But it was a good movie. It was very good. Scary, very scary. As you guys all know, there's There's nothing scarier than a woman loving you too much, which I get. I get. Great film. Had to bring that up in passing so you guys aren't like, oh, he hates everything. No, no. I was talking to my sister about it, and she tried to watch it. I think she watched like the first I don't know, first 30 minutes or something. She was like, it's too demonic for me. I was like, what the fuck does that mean? It's too demonic for you? Is this the 90s? All right, sure. She did have some points though. I was like, this is kind of fucked up, to be honest. I'm like, there's points where I was like, this is kind of people. This is the biggest movie in the world. All right, then. But it was good. It was good. She was this chick right here. I'm not familiar with her game, but she did a very good job. I think it's cool how like it like we're gonna sound like a super film douche, but I thought it was cool how like it really appealed to the nice guy crowd, but it also really appealed to like the nice girl crowd. I think the family the female community, they refer to these people as pick me's. I like how it got to that. It really just hit both demographics. I was gonna say subtly, but not really. It wasn't that subtle. But subtlety is dead in today's world, right? You can't be subtle in today's world because the people don't have the intelligence for it. But great movie. I'll probably rewatch it again just to kind of Or you know what I love doing, actually? I won't rewatch it. You know what I love doing? And sometimes I'll just watch a movie for the sake of doing this post watch. I love binging those YouTube videos that kind of do like, that just do like breakdowns and rabbit holes. Any movie you watch, that's the great thing about YouTube. Any movie you watch, if you like it, you can go type in the movie title on YouTube. Type in rabbit hole, reaction, iceberg, whatever, get creative with it. And you hit search, and there is an autist somewhere in the world who has put together a 3 to 4 hour deep dive on that movie. And that's what I love about just the modern viewing experience. I will be 100% honest. I'm not talking about those AI ones, that are very like generic and surface level. I'm talking true autist. I'm talking an autist that hits pause on a single frame and talks about the lighting and why the lighting is in that position. Where I'm talking about those type of autists that do extreme deep dives, that camped outside of the director's house to get the answer for a question they had. Those are the YouTube videos I love. So I'm definitely going to be going down that rabbit hole with this, and also the Odyssey afterwards. Just got a lot of disappointment for cinema coming up, people. But with all that being said, I think we are going to start wrapping this one up. We went a little long. I had a couple more things pinned out, but I don't want to. I'm slowly losing energy. The coffee that I drank earlier, it's wearing down, and what I have lined up, it requires focus. It requires hatred. It requires a lot of energy, and yeah, we've been going a little long as of now. And I also have some things I gotta get rid of. But with all that being said, people, I want to say thank you all for listening. Thank you all who have recently followed the show, who are new to the community. Thank you for joining. Congratulations on becoming a fella. Congratulations on joining our cult. I'm not entirely sure where this cult is gonna, what direction we're headed, but I can guarantee you that it will be an exciting direction. I'll put it that way. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be a safe direction. I'm gonna say it's gonna be an exciting direction. So, welcome everybody. I appreciate all the love, all the support. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram and Twitter at HeyAngelBernard. Interact with me. Yeah, and we're gonna get back to our weekly grind. We took a little intermission for the summer, like I said last week, but we're back here. We're focused, and we're gonna take over the world, people. Uh, but yeah, that's it. I love you guys. Take care. I will see you all next week. And that is all. Try to stay sane and stay safe out there. All right, peace out.